Tennessee's House Bill 2689.
Yeah, that's a really crucial starting point, isn't it? This bill, which the video flags, now actually requires paternity tests before a birth certificate can be legally signed in Tennessee.
Wow.
So it throws us right into the thick of this whole complex issue.
Okay, let's unpack the central arguments then. The ones in favor of mandatory paternity testing, as laid out in this video, what's the core of that position?
Well, the video really emphasizes accuracy right from the start.
Accuracy. Okay.
It brings up stats suggesting, a pretty noticeable portion of men who take paternity tests. One figure cited is around 1/3 find out they aren't the biological father.
1/3. That's a pretty striking number, honestly.
It is. And when you hear a figure like that, it definitely makes you pause and think about, well, how paternity is currently established.
Yeah, absolutely. So the argument flowing from that is that mandatory testing could significantly cut down on these cases where the wrong father is identified.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And the video takes it a step further, introducing this term paternity fraud.
Right.
The argument presented there is that mandatory testing could act as a deterrent, and the phrase used is basically take the profit out of paternity fraud.
Take the profit out. So the idea is some people might intentionally misidentify the father, maybe for financial gain or other reasons?
That seems to be the underlying suggestion, yeah. That it could prevent situations where paternity is, let's say, misrepresented.
And the video actually quotes someone directly backing this up, doesn't it? Something like.
Yeah, it says automatic DNA testing at birth would work to help two things. One, we would assure that the right parents were named on the birth certificate. Two, it would stop paternity fraud.
That's very direct. A clear statement of what the proponents are aiming for.
It is. And to kind of bolster this point, the video also pulls in data from the American Association of Blood Banks.
Okay, what did that show?
It indicates that between 25 and 30% of the males who are accused of being the father, they take a paternity test and find out they did not do it.
25 to 30%. So a slightly different range than the 1/3, but still.
Still points to a significant number of potential cases, yeah. Misattributed paternity.
What do you think causes that range difference? Maybe just different studies or...
Could be. Different populations studied, maybe the context of the testing, so if it's already contested. It does show there isn't just one single agreed-upon number floating around.
Yeah, fair point. But okay, beyond just getting it right at the start, the video also mentions this idea of preventing future legal fights, framing mandatory testing as a proactive solution. How's that supposed to work?
Well, the argument goes that if you establish legal paternity definitively with DNA right at birth, you could potentially head off those really contentious, emotionally draining legal battles down the road where a man might challenge paternity years later.
I see.